really get to see?
Mm-hmm. Gotta be careful not to contaminate it, but they want to see what's happening.
Welcome everybody to the move. What's this called, Matt?
Transfer?
Transfer from primary to secondary.
Right.
Okay. Do you want to tell them everything you've done so far?
Well, what we've done so far is we have cleaned the glass carboy.
Which is right there.
Sanitized the glass carboy.
That's why there's bubbles.
Yeah, that's just the sanitizing solution. A few bubbles is okay. You want to get it as dry as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
And we'll get our siphon queued up. Alright. So now all we do is start the siphon.
So Matt, the carboy's full now. What do we do with it now?
We're going to get this airlock on it. Okay, the airlock on it. And we're going to cover it with this towel because we want to keep light off of it.
Okay.
Beer doesn't like light. We're like a vampire.
Vampire beer.
Right.
Okay. And then how long does it have to sit before we move it into bottles and or the keg?
Roughly a week.
Okay. See you in a week.
Okay. The exciting part's done. Now we gotta clean again.
Can you tell us what you're doing and what you've got going on here?
Sure. So this is bottling day.
Bottling day. But you're not putting it in a bottle.
Alright. This is much easier than actual bottles because there's only one very large bottle.
So that's a keg.
So this is a keg. It's originally was used to store soda. I think this one was pharmacy cola, but whatever. So we call them corny kegs or Cornelius kegs, and that's how a home brewer can keg beer. And this thing is essentially just a cylinder, and it's got a couple of connections and a lid at the top.
Okay.
And so what we do is we clean it and sanitize it, and then we siphon the beer off, which is what we're doing now. Once the beer is in there, then I will add this dip tube to it, and then I'll force carbonate it. So this is actually how the beer comes up from the bottom of the keg and then out the top.
Okay. So can you tell us about the goo at the bottom?
Dead yeast. Dead yeast.
Oh, my leg likes the taste of your beer. Guess I'll clean that up now.
It wouldn't be a brew day if we didn't spill somewhere.
Exactly.
Or a bottling day. Well, considering the last time we bottled, this is much cleaner.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to tell you that story. Ask about it in the comments.
So let's review. We've cleaned the keg. We've sanitized the keg. We sanitized all the equipment to siphon from carboy to keg, and then we siphoned. I should mention that I actually put a little CO2 in the keg first to try to reduce the oxygen that was in there. So we've completed our siphoning now, got the lid on, and I'm forcing CO2 in. So now what I'm going to do is set it on like 30 psi and leave it there for 12 hours or something like that to try to force carbonate it. At this point, it's still guesswork for me to force carbonate it. I'm sure there's a more scientific approach, but the guessing seems to be okay for now.
Looks like a pretty good pour there, Matt.
Looks like it.
Okay. You ready to give it a try?
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
Okay. Does it smell?
Got a pretty decent hop aroma. Good carbonation. Actually, excessive carbonation, but that's alright. And it tastes like an IPA. Now, I'm not going to give up my day job, but this is a pretty decent beer, so I'm satisfied with it.
So you said it tastes like an IPA. Can you tell us or remind me what it is, from where, and all that stuff?
So this is a Brewer's Best double IPA kit, malt extract kit, and it had three canisters of light malt extract in syrup form that we used, and it had several installments of hops. So we actually kegged it Saturday, and today is Tuesday. So I kegged it, force carbonated it on Saturday, tasted it on Sunday, wasn't happy with it, and it just needed some time for the keg to settle out. It's still somewhat cloudy, there's probably still a few things in suspension, but when I originally tasted it on Sunday, there was a lot of yeast still in suspension and some other particles, so I think it was a little bit too early, but 2 days later it's had some time to settle down. So I think it's going to become a pretty good beer, and I like it at this point. Well, folks, thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Thursday Thursday. We hope you have found watching the brewing series both educational and entertaining. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers.